there, my name is Samantha Salim. I just want to welcome you to the 60-day challenge, to the next 60 days of the rest of your life. I'm really excited to be working alongside of you. I know all of us are trying to just give you some nuggets to help you be successful in this next 60 days, which will hopefully translate to the rest of your life. Today I'm going to talk to you about mindset. I know we've had some great advice so far about some exercise tips and some eating tips. So today I really want to talk to you about mindset. It is so relevant with everything that we do, whether it's exercise, weight loss, our health, our success in our industry, whatever industry you may be involved in right now. So I just really want you to take a moment and just listen. Just be willing to hear something that I believe the Lord has just really put on my heart, and I feel like I need to share it with you. So what is mindset? It's what you basically view the world through. It's what you see and how you analyze life and what you think about yourself and where you're going and what you're doing. So there's two different types of mindsets, really. You either have a fixed mindset or you have a growing mindset, a growth mindset. The difference between the two, you can understand. Fixed means it's pretty much the same. It doesn't change very much. You're kind of stuck in a box. The growth mindset is where you're growing, where you're always trying to be better, trying to improve, and you are. So I really want to help you to understand the difference and to get you from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. There is so much science that supports this. I've really been diving into this lately and really getting excited about it because I can see the fruits in my effort so far with myself changing my mindset in the last 6 months. And I just want you to have that same opportunity, and it can work in so many levels of your life, not just with your health and your wealth and your fitness and all of that. So hear me out, please. So the fixed mindset, you tend to think, this is just how it is. Maybe education-wise, you can say, well, I'm just not that smart. I didn't go to college. That's not me. That's not how I was raised. That's not me. Well, that's fixed mindset. Somebody with a growth mindset is thinking, you know what? I might not be that smart yet. And then the growing mindset is working on constantly making that better, educating themselves, figuring out what moves need to change. So I want you to stop and think, do I have a fixed mindset? Am I really stuck in this box? Have I been telling myself and believing the lies of those around me and from the devil that I am just this way? I will always have a weight problem. I will always only amount to so much. These are excuses. These are lies that we are believing that we can change. There's a great book called Switch on Your Brain that is phenomenal, and I really hope you will take the advantage of finding this book. You can get it on Amazon. You can get the audio if you're not a reader, but this is phenomenal. This is science, and she tells us how our thought process can actually change the shape of our DNA. Let that settle in for a second. What you think can actually change your DNA. What you may be predisposed to, you may be able to alter based on what you think. You hear great people out there, great talkers say, what you think about, you bring about. And science is backing that up. There are studies done where they take, I'll give you one study, which I found out the other day is phenomenal. They went to a hotel where there were housekeepers, and they asked the housekeepers some simple questions. How much exercise do you get? What do you think about your current job and things like that? More than 2/3 of these housekeepers who are vacuuming and dusting and changing sheets all day long, on their feet all day long, 2/3 of them said that they get little to no exercise every day. Okay, that's their mindset. They think, okay, well, I'm not going to the gym, I'm not power walking, I'm not doing burpees or whatever, so they think I'm not getting any exercise. So they took half of that group, and they watched a 15-minute video, half of them watched a 15-minute video on what exercise is and what the standards for exercise are and how housekeeping actually fits those standards. Because again, the vacuuming and all of the physicalness that's in that, and that they're constantly on their feet. 6 months later, they came back, same group of people. They didn't tell them to implement anything, they didn't change anything, and just asked some very simple questions again. What do you think about your job? What are your activity levels? They actually found that the women that they spoke to about exercise lost weight, felt better, and liked their job more. Nothing changed. What changed is that their mindset. They now believed that what they were doing was making a difference on their body, and it started to show. They've done so many different studies with other children too, and other groups with the same type of results. What we believe, how we perceive it, is going to change our outcome. So what if we can stop what we're doing, the self-sabotage that we're doing to ourselves? Maybe you're not aware of it, and that's okay. But we can start. We can start that change now. So what I want you to think about, when that fixed mindset starts to talk to you, starts to say, nope, you can't do that. Nope, you'll never have thighs that look like that. Or nope, you'll never have a flat tummy. Anything negative, anything that keeps you in that fixed state where you're at, I want your growth voice to talk back. When you hear that fixed voice saying, you're just going to fail at this too, it's just another diet. After 60 days, you don't even make it 60 days. Stop and talk back and say, this is going to be different. I'm going to reach this change. I'm going to have that change. And then I want you to believe it. Once you start talking back, once you start implementing some of these tiny changes, you're going to be amazed about the changes that start happening. What we do when we're conscious, our brain, when we're sleeping, there's three processes that you learn about in here. So what we learn when we're conscious, it gets taken in when we're sleeping, and then when we're awake again, how we react comes out. So if we can change when we're awake, how we think and what we think, when we sleep at night and our brain is figuring it all out, we can change our outcome, how we react and what we're doing. So start there. Start by making some simple changes. Start by talking positive to yourself, saying, I can do this. This will be different. You know, this next 60 days isn't only 60 days. This is the start of a healthy lifestyle forever. You have to think that way. You cannot think about a diet. This isn't a diet. This is lifestyle changes for the good, for the rest of your life. And to help keep you motivated, I want you to think about why you're doing this. Really understand why. I want you to think about maybe there's some reasons that we're holding on to, why we hit these plateaus in our life. I want you to discover the real reason. Number one, discover the real reason as to why we're not happy with our physical state. Sometimes we're hiding behind weight because there's a fear. Maybe we have a fear of the real light of who we are shining through. We're afraid of maybe people not liking it or it not being enough. Maybe we were hurt and we're hiding behind that. Maybe you're trying to be invisible. Recognize where this is coming from. Maybe there's a void in your life and you're filling it with food. Or maybe you're not eating and that's causing the problem as well. Really get real with yourself. Stop and think. Be honest with yourself. Why does this keep happening? Why are these cycles happening? Why am I not able to break through yet? So get real with yourself. Accept the reality. Number two is to accept your reality. Understand, okay, this is where I'm at right now, and own it. We have made the choices where we are at. You're not the victim. Quit playing victim right now. Be real and say, I made these choices. I have chosen to put the fork to my mouth numerous times, to put my hand in those bags of chips. Yes, we may be hurt. Yes, there may be some psychological issues from our past that have progressed us to this point. But we are actively choosing to make these decisions. We are actively choosing not to work out, not to drink our water, not to take our products. These are our choices that only we can control. So have a reality check with yourself. Own it. Be okay with where you're at right now with the expectation that it's going to change. This is not where you have to stay. Okay? And then 3, I want you to find your motivations. Why? Why is this so important to you? Is it your children? Do you want to be here for your children when they have children? Do you want to see your children graduate from high school, from college, get married? Is it your grandbabies? Do you want to lose the weight so that you can play on the floor with them? That you can lift them up? That you can take them out to the park and play with them? Is it for your spouse? Are you wanting to be able to take your spouse by the hand and go exercise with them? Go travel with them? Find your why. Define your why. Make it so that it remotivates you when you read it. I want you to write it down. Write down why these next 60 days are so important to you. Because this is going to remotivate you. If it doesn't remotivate you, it's not good enough. Rewrite it. I want your why to make you cry. I know it sounds cheesy and we hear about this in our industry, but I really want you to think about why you're doing this. Okay, and then write it down so that you can see it. And just so you know, skinny does not equal healthy. You can find so many different blogs out there about people who thought they were healthy because they were skinny, and they weren't. Migraines are not healthy. Irritable bowel syndrome and things like that. Things that skinny people walk around with does not make them healthy. So rewrite what your equation of healthy is. Feeling good. Having the energy to do it. Get the Barbie shape out of your head. That is not realistic. That is not healthy. And that may just not be your shape. God maybe didn't design you that way. And you need to be okay with that. All right? And I also want you to be aware of the quick fix mindset. You didn't get where you were at overnight, in a week, in a month. This has been, for some of us, a lifetime of choices that we have made that have gotten us to this place, maybe with our health, with our weight. It's not going to come off overnight. It's not going to come off in a week. It's not going to come off in a month. That is okay. It's the process. It's the fact that you are striving towards this, making changes that is going to get you to where you need to be. Surround yourself with people who are going to support you and encourage you. If you have negative in your life, if you have toxic relationships, get away from them. It is not worth it. Okay? So just some things to think about that I hope will maybe set you on a new path. I'm going to put some new posts out there throughout the day with just some pointers, maybe some books. I really pray that you're able to have a different mindset. I want you to believe that you can do this. You will do this. I want you to believe that you can make a change. And I want you to believe that you are worthy of it. You are worthy of it. Okay? So I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm excited to see these changes. And if you need help, if you need an ear, we are here for you. Reach out to us. We're not doctors. We're not professionals. We're just passionate about what the Lord's given us. And we're passionate about sharing and helping. Have a fantastic day.